The next step is come on the bar. You put your hands in here. This is not. You come on the bar. And I use both feet. I'll move both feet and I'll adjust it to my height. And place the bar right on top of my shoulders. Once you're against this bar like this, you press it on the rack with your legs. One step back. You'll notice when the sheet says adjust your feet at this point. 30 to 45 degrees. And what that does is allows your hips to drop between your legs. If your feet are pointed straight, it pushes your butt back and you lean over. If your toes are a little bit of an angle, then you're more erect and you're going to hold. See the position I'm in? I can't get in that position with my feet straight. It's not possible for my body type. There are people that can, but for me, and you'll find for most people, this is probably the most important thing right here. It's the spacing of your legs and the turning of your toes out 30 to 45 degrees. And then you descend into the squat. Now on the sheet I have is, you take a deep breath here. Once you place your feet and you're in the proper position, and you're ready to squat, you take a deep breath. And on your way up, you exhale. Okay?
And if you notice, Sam is standing at basically a shoulder width stance.
Does that sound pretty clear? Okay, is there anyone who wants to try it? Yeah, you with the bar. Move the bar low. So use your glute brakes to center your body. Leave your hands in the hard underneath. Both feet. Press it out of the rack. One step back. Now adjust to the width of your feet. Right there. That's what you did. Reach down. Yes. You will when you have some weight on there. That looks so good. That looks so good.
Well, another thing I like to comment too, if you watch Sam when he does it again, you see all the writing on his shirt. You'll be able to read all the writing on his shirt regardless if he has the bar of 500 pounds. I mean, because the way he is, has his chest up. His chest is up. Because if you're down like this, that's when you start getting over. If you look deeper in this picture, you can read all the writing on his chest because his chest is up, his back is arched, and he's sitting into it rather than bending over.
When you have as you start warming up with your weight, we don't compensate. What I do when I'm training someone, they have to go backwards until their maximum weight looks exactly like this empty bar, straight up and down, flawless. When you take even a weight you've never squatted, it should still look the same as one plate you take down. And that should be your goal. Your goal should be, you know when that happens, you come out, pretty soon you're leaning a little bit, you're vibrating a little bit. Okay? So controlling the descent of the should look like this. Whew. Whew. If you have 100 or 400 of the bar, it should still look the same. If it doesn't, then that's what you work on. Now, I want to show you two different ways to squat. I'm going to turn sideways, and a lot of you will squat with your knees going forward. Okay? Now, I prefer this one as opposed to this one. Can you see the difference? Okay, the difference is for me, what I do is I break my hip. I just break the hip, and then I follow my butt down. It's like, and there's no, now, there's nothing wrong with this squat either. This is okay. But it's harder to break parallel when your knees go forward. Just see this position versus this position. See the difference? This position, this position. Move over. It is easier to get into that position.
Do you try and balance a little bit as well?
I always say that when you're using knee wraps in a suit, it's okay as long as you're not going drastic with it, because you can injure yourself. Yeah, a little tiny bit, but not with the tendons, with the muscles. And the muscles should contract enough where you can feel the reflex action. Oh, well, the bar, in our organization, USAPL, cannot be the diameter bar lower than the top of your shoulder.
So you have to be able to see the front of the bar?
Yeah.
You do?
It's from the top of the shoulder,
Okay.
and I don't have the
The
room.
reason I'm here is to get you to carry the bar on top of your shoulder. Okay, I used to carry it here. Okay? Here's what happens. Here's what happens when you carry it. Yeah. Now, when you get to here, you can't break parallel unless you lean over. Okay? Doesn't that look ugly?
Yeah.
Okay. When it's up here, you can actually get in the hole easier. Yeah, because you're upright. You just go right up now. So all of those powerlifters that you see carrying that bar, it feels pretty good back there. I used to do it, but you can't move very fast that way either if you wanted to increase your speed, because it will force your back down. Like this. So you want the forces to be on top of here. The other thing is that in the advanced lifters, you're carrying 500 pounds on your back. You got an evangel bar. You hit bottom, the bar deflects. And if you're carrying it low, you don't get to use the deflection. Because you have to be so careful to get down there. And those of you that squat like this don't get to use it either. So the key is to have a nice, smooth descent. And what happens is the weights come down. When you hit bottom, they deflect. You ride your weight up. Okay? And if you learn to do this, if you ever feel that, you're going to go, whoa, I'm coming out of the hole quick. So, the bar on top is what allows you to do that. That's why I carry it where I'm telling you now. Because I use the deflection of the bar and other things that you don't even